Welcome back to the show, ladies, gents and Pikachus. A little bit of a morose one today, but it's a really vital message about keeping your family together. A pursuit which I have failed myself to do. I've lost my family, so let's have a look at why that is and how you might be able to avoid it yourself. I'm not going to use fancy editing or jokes. This is such a serious, sad thing for me. I'm just going to speak man to man to you. Welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus. A special message today. A bit about my personal scenario, as I've just realised, even though I've completely tried to avoid it and done everything I can to avoid it, I'm at the stage where I have to disown my own family and they're going to disown me over a difference of opinion in a democratic, free country. And that difference of opinion is, I think the war in Israel was caused by Hamas militants committing atrocities. And I think that the hospital that got hit with a rocket, where actually no one died, that was also a Hamas action. That's it. Those two things have resulted in my mum, my dad, my two sisters, all not speaking and hating each other. So it's not like they're on a team against me. They're not. They're all individually hating each other. They don't speak at all. I was the last one who spoke to them. But as of today, I can't speak to them. And they can't speak to me. So, well done communism, well done the propaganda at the BBC, well done all the anti-British nonsense. Because of your actions, and I'm sure there's plenty of other families just like us who are suffering exactly the same thing. Just like us, I now have no father, I now have no mother, I now have no sisters, and they don't have a brother. Even though I've got no personal issue with them, past how they've behaved recently, since they took this political chalice up for themselves and thought, we're going to be the social justice warriors of Palestine. And the Labour Party. It's weird how those two things are linked, isn't it? So this is a general warning to people. If you have politics in your family, play the long-term game. Don't do your thinking out loud. Never think that your parents are going to be consistently the same. When you're an adult, they will change their politics. Right? So don't get invested in what they're telling you now. They'll fucking change their mind. And then you'll be left out there on your own in the spot where they trained you to sit. They'll leave and go elsewhere, so don't be fooled by it. The only way to do politics is this. Go out into life and experience life. Go out into the community and meet people. And after you have some experience of life and meeting people and you've had a think about it, at that point get involved in politics. Don't get involved in politics because you saw a Facebook post and it made you think, yeah, I need to do something. Or because your parents led you. That's the two worst reasons to get into politics. In fact, that's the root of the weakness this country has to naivety when it comes to extremism. That's why we've got white terrorists who have never been to Palestine or Israel and have no skin in the game whatsoever. But these guys are committing crimes and they are hurting people, sometimes killing people for these misled politics. And then falling out with their own family like my family have with me. And for my own safety and protection, I have to now avoid them. So it's a stark warning, ladies, gents and Pikachus, and I really hope you listen to it. If there's any of this going on in your family at all, don't think you can go in there with logic, reason and facts and come away with a victory, because what you fail to realise is this. Logic, reason and facts are all splinters of morality. If you don't have morality, then you don't care about facts, you don't care about honest, you don't care about data. All you care about is your measure of power. And at that point, anything goes. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you get your result. Exactly like what Hitler said. That's what these guys are modelling themselves on. Hitler. The Hitler Youth. So that's the end of this video. If you're a Israeli pro person, or if you're a Hamas pro person, or if you're just a person who has this in their family and really doesn't care, hasn't got no skin in the game at all, listen to this warning. Don't do it. Don't approach politics with people who are, I don't even know how to say, ignorant. It's as simple as that, who don't know what they're talking about. Don't even go there with them. You will not be able to convince them because they're not using logic and reason. They're just completely emotionally led. They got fired up by someone, wound up with a little key at the back and then pointed in your direction. That's what they're going to do. So avoid that for your own sanity and safety. And if you want to be part of a family who has some potential for gathering and forgiving each other later. Like, I've been preaching forgiveness to my family, but they're not interested anymore at all. They've been radicalised into this new way where there's no free speech, you're not allowed to openly say things, you're allowed to be angry at someone, but you're not allowed to tell them why you're angry and discuss it, because you might have your mind changed. And they're completely against that. You know, you're not allowed to have your mind changed, because it's not your mind. It's solidarity, brother. You are repeating the narrative, and you're not allowed to question it, and you're not allowed to say no. You have to do it. You're like compelled, like a slave, to do it. Solidarity, brother, means that. It means not your views. It means you're out the equation. We just need your body and your voice for the group. So shut up and do what we tell you. That's solidarity. And that's what these people have. I'm not in solidarity with it. I was tolerating it for the longest time, but even that, they won't have me there tolerating it. I have to be on board with it, or I'm an evil Jew who deserves to die, like we found out yesterday. So let that be a lesson to you all, and don't make the same mistakes. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. So there you have it. Even though I've done nothing wrong, they've physically done nothing wrong. They've just spoken wrong. Wrong speak. That's it. We're all separated and we all hate each other. So avoid that if you can.